forward to the student shows. I think the easiest way to describe it really is the first time that we saw Christopher Kane's collection. There's a kind of moment where collectively the whole room knows they've seen something completely different. And it's not just a new idea, but it's also executed really well. So it's really, basic stuff like the clothes are just made very, very well, and quality has been as much of a priority as the idea itself. And it's also just something that you've never seen before. Quite often at student shows you see similar ideas repeated in sort of different iterations, and then all of a sudden you see something that it really surprises you. So that's always the exciting bit.
On these occasions it's always the new, it's always exciting. The students inform us on what we're going to be interested in 2 years, 3 years and 5 years. It's fantastic. It's a great place to do it because of course you've got the history and the culture and the history of culture at the V&A, and you've got the next group of talent. Couldn't be better.
I came to this one last year and I had always loved fashion, but for the first time, because it was in such a beautiful venue and it was really like an event, like a performance, I suddenly started to take fashion and fashion designers really seriously and to see them for what they are. I was totally blown away. It's definitely good to support students.
I think they're gaining immensely in importance. Of course they've always been good for in terms of headhunting for jobs in fashion, but now we're more looking for names that will become independent designers in their own right. So I think they're gaining, they've got immense importance.
The thing about fashion is that it is really about the new idea, and if you can catch a student really early on in their career and hone that person's career and that idea with all that, they get noticed by the biggest people in the industry, the most powerful journalists, stylists, immediately, then hopefully it helps their career right from the very beginning. And also the idea is in its purest form before they've perhaps gone and got a job with a big company, which is fantastic for their bank account, but maybe then their ideas would be moulded into another person's.
In my opinion, the LCF MA course has improved greatly, in order to compete with the likes of RCA and Central St Martin's, and really they're all kind of on level pegging in terms of the quality of graduates that they produce.
It's brilliant. It's the only college of fashion. Other institutions have fashion courses, but if you go in the door at LCF, you can come out as a fashion person. You can do illustration, you can do journalism, you can do lots of other courses I can't think of now. But I think, and I have thought for a while, that it's coming into its own, that it's LCF's time.
Well, being in London, they've got such close connections. I mean, with people like Lulu and which really helps, because it really helps to sort of have people that you aspire to be sort of on hand and be an inspiration.
Well, I think LCF has this sort of sense of responsibility to young British talent, which is certainly throughout my career. I've been working at Vogue now 11 years, and LCF has always been very much in touch with us and very active in letting us know about new designers and getting the Vogue journalists into these shows and really being very clever at communicating all the exciting new ideas in there. So it's that sense of responsibility they seem to feel to kind of really push the new talent.
I think LCF is really at the top at the moment. I think, again, different schools have their moment in the sun, and all the people that support LCF, I think they're brilliant. I do a scholarship on the MA in Artifact, and it's pure genius. I'm proud of my association with it.
I thought it was wonderful. I thought it was really exciting to have so much menswear. I mean, women's wear always gets all the attention, and I think it's really exciting to see so many students playing in such a creative way with fabrics and shapes and relating that so well to the male body. I thought it was really, really exciting. I think one of the reasons that LCF has such a strong reputation in the industry is in a way almost to do with its heritage. It was set up over 100 years ago to really help develop young talent to go out and work in the couture houses in the West End at that time. And I think it's never lost that. It's always interested in what the industry is about, but it doesn't serve industry. It really does set the agenda for what industry should be concerned with. And I think that's really what makes it so special. And I think students come because they understand they're going to really learn some of the great techniques, really understand what the industry requires, and it means they combine that creativity with industry needs. So I think it's a unique relationship, and that's what makes us so special.